Wait, do we have time though? I don't think we're gonna have time, right? Because I got to do you remember the thingy?
Yeah.
In 30 minutes.
No, we're good. Go. We're on.
Good. You're on?
Yeah.
Okay. Hi. Hello. My name is Tyson, and welcome to the Honor Hall. Oh, sorry. Hold on 1 second. Honor Hall of Fame, where everybody matters. Tyson speaking. Yes, ma'am. We are open from 3:30 to 6:30 Monday through Friday, and by appointment only on Saturday and Sunday. Yes, of course. Yeah, how many kids do you have? 27? Oh, it's a field trip. It's for a class. Great, awesome. Okay, yeah, we'll just take them in shifts, probably do 5 at a time. Yeah, 2-hour field trip, you guys will be back for lunch. Awesome. Okay, great. Okay, bye. Man, when I first had the idea for this place, 27 on Thursday. I never thought it was going to get this popular. It's like everyone in town wants to come over to see what it means to show honor. Honor is letting someone know you see how valuable they really are. Ooh, or they are coming because they want to see why they matter. Sorry. Honor Hall of Fame. Speaking. You did? You are? You do? Today? Today? Great, yeah, I'll come over whenever, 30 minutes, great. Okay, bye. Haley, do you know who that was? Her name is Suzanne Schoonover, and she heard about the Honor Hall of Fame, and she wants to interview me for this thingy that they call the newspaper. She's gonna be here in 30 minutes.
Congratulations! But what about the thing?
Who am I gonna talk about?
Oh.
Who am I going to talk about? I'll talk about Lester Bentley. Lester Bentley matters because he is the oldest bowling league member in the state, and he bowled a 305. No, let's talk about Aunt Amanda. Now, she's very special because she has 6 toes on each of her feet, totaling 12 toes. You would think that would make her a better tree climber. She is not. She is worse. Or I could talk about her daughter, Bella, who is my cousin, and she plays lacrosse. I don't really understand the rules to lacrosse, but everyone says that she is like the best on the team, and her championship game is today. And I'm gonna go cheer her on for as long as I possibly can until I lose all of my breath, and her championship game is today. I have an interview in 30 minutes. Oh no, Haley, I don't want to let Bella down, but I said that I was going to do the interview with the newspaper thingy in 30 minutes. I can't do both of them at the same time. Oh, this is the most difficult decision I've ever had to make in my entire life. I don't know. If there only was like a story or something that could inspire me to make the right choice. I don't know what.
Hey. Hi, I'm Haley. So, the Bible story today is about a time when King David had to choose whether or not he was going to keep a promise he made to an old friend. That could be helpful, right?
It's the newspaper. It's the news. It's paper, and it's the newspaper.
The Bible. It's 66 books of history, stories, letters, and poetry that fit together to form God's one big story. The epic adventure of how He created us and loves us so much that He made a way to rescue us. As we travel through the Bible, from Genesis to Revelation, we discover people who met God and found their lives changed forever. And now for an amazing story, inspired by the book of 2 Samuel, chapter 9, verses 1 through 13.
King David was called a man after God's own heart. He was one of Israel's greatest, most powerful rulers. But long before David became king, he was best friends with King Saul's son, Jonathan.
Whatever happens, please be kind to me. I know the Lord will defeat all your enemies someday, but promise to always be kind to me and to all my family.
I promise.
Though King Saul was jealous of David and many times tried to kill him, he and Jonathan remained close friends until the one day David received very terrible news.
The Philistines attacked us. Saul and Jonathan are dead.
Even though Saul had been his enemy, David was still deeply saddened. He even wrote a song to help the Israelites grieve the deaths of Saul and Jonathan.
Israel's mighty men have fallen.
Now that Saul was dead, David could become king just as God had declared many years before. Even so, there were still many long years and long battles before David finally was king over all of Israel.
I will honor God by doing what is fair and right for everyone.
One day, David remembered the promise he had made to always be kind to Jonathan's family. He called for his officials.
Is anyone left from Saul and Jonathan's family?
Oh, excellent. We shall locate them, prosecute them, and place them all in jail.
No. I want to be kind to whoever is left, because of Jonathan.
But King Saul was your enemy. He tried to kill you.
Just find out.
So the officials sent for Ziba, a man who had served Saul's family for many years.
Are you Ziba?
Ziba eyed King David warily and glanced around to see whether this might be some kind of trap.
I am ready to serve, Your Majesty.
Is anyone from Saul's family still alive?
Ziba hesitated. He knew that David had the power to do anything he wanted to members of Saul's family.
Well,
You can tell me.
it's just...
Don't worry, I'm not looking for payback. God has been very kind to me. I would like to be kind to that person in the same way.
Oh, good. A son of Jonathan is still living. Mephibosheth.
What?
Mephibosheth.
What?
Mephibosheth.
What?
Mephibosheth.
Mephibosheth.
Well done, Your Majesty.
Tell Mephibosheth to come see me.
Actually, both of his feet were hurt, so he can't walk.
David turned to his officials.
Have Jonathan's son brought here.
Now, Mephibosheth knew perfectly well his grandfather had tried to kill David, even though he probably knew that his father Jonathan was good friends with David. So, like Ziba, he probably feared the worst when messengers arrived with a command from the king.
Oh, King David wants to see me? Maybe I should just send a message. A singing telegram or a talking mime.
As Mephibosheth approached the palace, he stared up at the imposing walls and towers.
Oh, okay. I'm here. I've seen it all. We can go now, right? So long, farewell, auf Wiedersehen, good night.
As he was brought before David, Mephibosheth fell down to his knees, bowing low before the king.
Mephibosheth.
Mephibosheth didn't dare look up.
I'm ready to serve you.
Well, you could start by letting me call you something easier. How about Bo?
Mephibosheth finally raised his face to see that David was smiling.
Don't be afraid. You can be sure that I will be kind to you because of your father, Jonathan.
Wow. Thank you.
Plus, I'll give you back all the land that belonged to your grandfather, Saul.
I gotta say, that's amazing.
And I'll always provide what you need.
I don't get it. Why are you doing anything for me? I'm about as important as a dead dog.
You're Jonathan's son, and I made him a promise.
David called for Ziba to return.
Ziba, I'm giving Bo here everything that belonged to Saul and his family. You and your sons and servants will farm the land for him and take care of him. I'll provide everything he needs.
I'll do anything you say.
Perfect. Now, Bo, do you have any sons?
Just one. A little boy named Micah.
Excellent. I'll teach him to drive my chariot.
From that time on, Mephibosheth and his family came to live in Jerusalem, and David provided everything they needed, just as he had promised Jonathan.
So I'm guessing there's just no way at all that it could be rescheduled. No, I didn't think so. I just, no, I know you've got a lot of people counting on you, and I just, yeah, but you understand where I'm coming from. I really, I don't want to let you down whatsoever. Okay, can you hold for a second? Are you recording? Oh, this is the hardest conversation that I've ever had in my whole life. I mean, have you ever broken a promise? I mean, you tell someone that you're going to do one thing and then you do something else. Or you know what? Here's a better question. Has anyone ever broken a promise with you? I mean, it doesn't make you feel too good, does it? But when someone keeps a promise, it makes you feel like you matter. It's like with King David. Before David was named the second king of Israel, he was best friends with Jonathan, the son of the first king of Israel. And even though the two of them could have been arch enemies, David made a promise to his friend. He promised he would always be kind to Jonathan and his family, which included Jonathan's son, the M word right there. Even after Jonathan died, When he wouldn't have known whether or not David had kept his promise or not, David was kind to Mephibosheth, Jonathan's son. He honored Jonathan by keeping his promise. Doing what you say you're going to do is a smart thing to do. I mean, not only does it help people to trust you more, but it makes it feel like you actually care about them. I mean, if you say you're going to do your homework before you get on the computer, do your homework. If you say you're gonna be nicer to your little sister, be nice to your little sister. If you say you're gonna go to your cousin's lacrosse game, could you hold on for just 1 second? Miss Schoonover, yeah, I won't be able to do the interview for the newspaper. My cousin's lacrosse championship is today, and I don't want to let her down. I promised her I'd be there. Yep, thank you for understanding. Okay, bye. Promises matter to me, and so does my cousin. So, if you'll excuse me, I've got some promises to keep. Haley, finish up for me.
Okay, sure. Let me just set this up. Hello. Okay, so I think the one important thing to remember today would be this. Honor others by keeping your promises. Because everybody matters, right? Right. Everybody matters so much to God that he sent someone to save us from our sins. He kept his promise by sending Jesus. And if that doesn't make you feel valuable, then whew. Oh, you're still here.
Yes, skateboarding, now, lacrosse, go!
Go! See you next time. I promise.